Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a question that was sent in by an anonymous user. So the question is, what if you're not depressed, just waking up? This is actually a really interesting topic and something that I've talked about before, but I can definitely expand on this and talk about it a little bit more. So this idea that we might not be depressed, we might be waking up. We might be becoming more aware of things that are wrong or not right or not how they should be in our lives is something that is very hopeful. It's also something that maybe we don't want to hear if we are depressed because maybe the truth hurts because it's real. When we are depressed, when we have these depressive symptoms, we feel awful. We feel terrible. We feel like nothing is going to get better. Things will never improve. We just feel this intense sadness all the time, and it's very real. It's very valid. However, there is a subset of people who might be experiencing what they think are depressive symptoms, when in reality, it might be something else. And sometimes those things can mimic depression, but they might actually be something else entirely. For example, if we are not getting enough sleep, if we're not eating properly, if we haven't been exercising, if we've been drinking too much caffeine, if we've been using drugs or alcohol excessively, all of those things can cause us to have low energy, to feel sad, to not want to do things that we normally enjoy, which is kind of what depression is, right? But those things are also physical symptoms that can be explained by something else other than depression. So this could be a physical illness or just feeling run down from not taking care of ourselves. Another thing could be grief. If someone has recently passed away, if we've lost a job, if we've gone through a significant change in our lives, maybe we're feeling a lot of emotions, and those emotions are causing us to feel depressed. But it's not clinical depression. It's grief. It's very normal to grieve. It's very normal to go through these stages of loss. We might feel anger, we might feel sadness, we might feel numbness. All of those things are very normal and very natural and not necessarily something that would be considered a mental illness. This is where therapy can come in handy because a lot of the time a therapist is trained to ask certain questions to dig a little bit deeper to help us understand why we're feeling the way that we are. Are these thoughts that we're having every day? Are these thoughts that are interfering with our relationships, with our jobs, with our ability to function in daily activities? Or are we just having a bad day? Everyone has bad days. That's normal. That's very normal. But if you're having a bad week or a bad month or a bad year and you can't seem to pinpoint exactly why, then maybe that's something else. And maybe it's something worth looking into and talking to a professional about. But I don't think that this question is a bad thing. I think that this question is a very hopeful thing. I think that someone out there might need to hear that it's okay to not be okay. But it's also good to check in with ourselves and to make sure that we're not just having a rough time. Are these symptoms that we're having truly what we think they are? Do we actually have clinical depression, or are we just feeling depressed? Because sometimes those things aren't the same. Sometimes those things can look similar, but they're actually very different. I hope that made sense. Hope that was helpful and informative. And again, I want to thank the anonymous user for sending this question in. This is such a great question and something that I think a lot of people are wondering about. So thank you so much for sending this in. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, I want to thank everybody who's liked, commented, subscribed, and shared my videos. You guys are amazing. I love you all so much, and I really appreciate it. It really does help support me in this channel, and I just love creating content for all of you guys. So thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you'd like to submit a question, you can do that as well. There is a link down below. I'll see you next time. Bye.